Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen, and today I'm going to be sketching in my sketchbook because I mentioned a few videos ago that I don't sketch enough. I really need to sketch more. I used to sketch a lot, and I think having to do so many sketchbooks for uni and having them so structured in a certain way so you can see how you got to that idea, that final idea, is kind of like, too much work, too much pressure, so it kind of put me off of drawing sketchbooks, which I used to use, like I said, quite a lot. I have used about a third of this one since January, so I still occasionally do use it, but I haven't sketched it since, I don't actually know, because I don't date my sketchbooks. I should, but I don't. But for today, I'm going to be sketching birds, because I draw a lot of birds. I like birds. Birds are cool. There's so many different types, shapes, styles, colors of birds that I like drawing birds. I like raptors more. I draw a lot of raptors, or etch a lot of raptors too, but I'll draw any kind of bird. So, I'm going to be using, as a sketch, the Faber-Castell Pick Pens in Sanguine. Did I say that? I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but you might be able to see it if I... Maybe. But anyway, they're Sanguine, whatever. I've had these for 6 years, maybe? Give or take. A couple of years. But they still work. I did try them. They do still work. So I might as well use them instead of having them sitting in a jar. Because at least then I'm using them, even if it's just for sketching. But yeah, so what do we start with? We'll start with brush, small. What's that? Fine. So we'll go small. How big is small? Small is not too bad. So yeah, so I'm going to be drawing birds, like I said before. So we are going to start with the puffin, which you might see on the side, because I need this monitor on the screen. Well, I don't need it on the desk, actually. It's just, I don't want to take it off the desk, because I don't want anything to break it. Because I'd cry, and then I'd be like, oh, really, depressed and annoyed. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be drawing birds. This first bird that I'm going to try to draw is a puffin that is sitting down, sort of. It might fit all in here. I'm not 100% sure. But puffins are cool. I would love to go see puffins. There's a couple, like, little nesting places. I'm not too far from here, but it's just getting there because it's all rocky and stuff. I'd probably fall on my ass or fall off the cliff, and then I'd be like, oh crap. But then I would have seen puffins, so maybe, hey, it'd be worth it falling off the cliff. Probably not, but it's, one day I'll see the puffins, even if it's from a distance. Maybe, hopefully. I haven't seen them in Canada because when I was, that side, Nova Scotia side and stuff, there's no puffins. I wasn't there to see puffins anyway, but I don't know where they are in Nova Scotia. I know where they are around here, but I don't know where they are. Lucky looks like, oh crap, I dropped the lid. I'm gonna have to find that. I'll find it after. It'll be fine. It won't dry up. Well, if it does, it does. Well, I shouldn't. But, so then we have a beak, which is actually just a covering that falls off. It's just for mating in most cases, as far as I'm aware, unless I get completely wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be. If I'm wrong, correct me. I'm pretty sure it's just like this puffin just looks kind of odd. But that's okay. It still kind of looks like a puffin, maybe. Maybe add some color, it'll look a little bit better. Maybe, sketch. It's because I didn't really like sketch any kind of like shape or anything. I just decided, hey, we'll just sketch. When you can sketch however the hell you want. I mean, I sketch really roughly, really. Just kind of, I usually draw it with shapes, but this one I'm just kind of doing, not so much contour lines and stuff, even though it's kind of turning into that. It's kind of, what the hell is this puffin doing? Oh, he's got his wing over here. And then we got some shading, and he's got his feet, which are here. We'll just leave, it's a puffin. There we go. I gotta find this lid. Is it around somewhere that I can get it? Maybe. Back in 1 second. Maybe. Oh, ow. See, lid. There we go. Let's see. We'll add a bit of color to him because, then he looks like he's a pheasant kind of. Well, these are just Tom Bow markers, because they don't bleed through this paper. Copics do. They bleed quite badly through this paper because it's not meant for markers. It works best for ink. That's what it works best for. In pencil, obviously. Yeah, and pencil works well too, but it does not work well with Copic markers at all. I don't have a marker sketchbook because I don't use my markers, Copics to sketch with. Partly because I don't want to waste them, because they're expensive. Even the childs are like, no, I don't want to waste them. Don't want to make them. because yeah, you can fill them and stuff, but it's like, no, save money. You don't want to spend money. Well, you do. Well, you have to. It's like, do I have a blackout? I don't have a blackout. What do I got that's darker than that? I have this dark brown. That, no, I need a, we use a blue. He'll be a blue puffin. Sure, he's a blue puffin. That's what he is. He's a blue puffin. That's okay. Puffins can, it's a sketchbook. It doesn't have to be exact, you know. It could be whatever the hell you want it to be, honestly. You know, I can make the puffin purple. It wouldn't matter much. But yeah, so there's my puffin. He kind of looks okay, maybe, yeah. So what do we got that's next on here? Let's see, scroll down. There is a, pretty sure that's a crow. There's a flamingo. It's a starling, whatever the hell you want to call them. You get them all over the place, even here. There's a vultures, robins. I'm sick of drawing robins. I've done so many robins the last couple days. I'm like, no, oh, there's a kookaburra. Hey, they're cool. Let's draw a kookaburra, which are cool animals. First time I came across one, it was from a zoo, actually. Heard the sound. Didn't know what the hell it was, because I was like, I never heard of one before, obviously. And then came across the corner, and there's a bird sitting on a stump. Your very typical picture you get of a kookaburra sitting on a stump, or a, what's the tree they sit on in a song? It's kookaburra. I can't remember what it's called. Honestly, can't. But yeah, it's a song I used to sing as a kid, you know, the sitting in a tree, and it's like, you can turn it into like a rhyme. And it's, I wish I could remember what it's called. If I remember, I'll put it, like, I'll insert it in the thing somewhere. I'll probably forget to even do that, because my brain is like a sieve lately, honestly. I keep forgetting things. It's quite bad, actually. Good thing I'm not in uni, because I forget everything that I frickin' was doing. You know? I honestly would. I'd be like, what are we studying today? Oh, I don't fucking know. But it could be anything. Oh, that eyeball is way too low. He looks very angry. But then again, they do kind of look angry. And, well, sometimes, you know, you don't want to, like, get attacked by one at least. But I'm not going to be able to draw the body because I've had a space, but that's okay. Maybe the next one I'll try to do a body. And this is a very blocky, bird looking here. It's like, oh god, it's like a cartoon character almost. Hey, but that, you know, you could always cartoonify things, you know, if you're running your sketchbook and it turns out into a cartoon. Just draw a cartoon. Let's see, we got a lighter blue here. Let's use this lighter blue, because he's got a bit of blue right here. It goes like that. And yeah, so there's a, I really forget the blackout, but I can't be bothered. I don't actually know where it is. It's probably right beside me. But, my luck, it probably is. I'm just adding various colors because it needs a bit of color. Even just to make it the way you want to look at it, you know? It doesn't have to be for other people. It could just be for you, which is perfectly fine. You know, you don't have to try anybody in your sketchbook. It could just be, you know, you and your dog, or draw your dog. That will work. That's okay. I'm just rambling because I have nothing to say. Like, I'm just sketching birds because I need the practice, and you're too far away. Another cook, kingfisher. What? Okay, let's cut off this. Let's scroll down. Oh, hey, there's a North American robin, which is different from the robins you get here, obviously. Did I mention that before? I might have. But let's draw the whole body thing, which is like a oval kind of thing, and then you go like this, and there you have just as much attitude as the robins here, if not more, considering they are a bit bigger. Robins here are like tiny. Robins in Canada or North America, like this, tiny, like this. And they've got like bigger red kind of breasts on them. And here, but here, the ones here are always like Christmas. It's like oh, no. You get these like a lot in the summer, and they can be very aggressive, we'll say, around the feeding if you lay out food for them. It's like, this is all mine and nobody else can eat it. And I think blue jays they'll do the same thing. They'll push people off them. If you've got like a bird table, I've seen them push them off, and you know, to get the food, they will push other birds off. And so yeah, they're very angry birds. Not angry, but annoying. Anyway, I'll be back. I gotta go dry the dog. And now I'm back. The dog is dry. It's literally raining out, but it's, you know, wet enough. So anyway, drawing the back of the Robin sketch, which is very light. I might have to zoom in or darken this, but so yeah, so draw the bird, tail like that, and very shadows here. Now, this thing, I don't tend to draw. I don't tend to draw. I don't tend to talk when I'm drawing, which I don't know if that's because of college now. But then I never really drew before, so I don't think it's college. I think it's just me. But college, I mean, you're so busy drawing. Same in uni, you just kind of focus on what you're doing because you need to get it done. You're not talking. Well, in theory, you're not talking. I mean, some classes you probably talk, but like communication class, of course you're gonna talk. But most other classes, you don't tend to talk. And this bird is sitting the wrong angle, but that's okay. I'll give him a stump to sit on, and that works. He's sitting on a stump, and let's fix his eye, because his eye is kind of non-existent. And yeah, so he said, I don't know what to say half the time when I'm drawing, because I don't speak a lot when I'm drawing. Oddly enough, you would not think that with listening to my other videos. Voiceovers are different. Voiceovers, you can talk about random crap. It doesn't really matter. But for this, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to say. Because all I'm doing is sketching a bird with pens and stuff. And I need a red now because there's red. It's more of an orange red. Maybe I'll just kind of hint at it. That's very red. But that's okay. Gives you a better idea of what I'm drawing. It's a robin redbreast. I don't think what kinds of names they've got. They've got quite a few names actually, don't they? Yeah, got different kinds of names. And an orange beak. Let's go with this orange because it's a little bit brighter. And you see the little time on the lawns, blue jays, woodpeckers. I'm trying to think of other kind of birds, all kinds of birds. But let's see, what's next? Let's turn the page. Let's draw one more. One or two more. Wait, that's more than one page. That's 2 pages. I just want this page. I want 1 page. So what do we got? Let's see, what's next on this list? Let's go down here. And you can't see that one. It's too far away. There's a chicken, wrong angle. It's a dove. That's too far away. That's some kind of jay. That's okay, let's scroll down. What do we got here? There's a heron. There's a finch. There's another egret. There's a puffin yelling. I'm just going through these birds. There's a cormorant. Some kind of tit. Flycatcher. Seagull. So that's seagull. It's a gull. That's one of my things. It's not a seagull. It's a gull. That could be a woodpecker. I'm not really sure. Condors, storks are cool. Buzzards. What else we got? I gotta pick something. I just can't pick anything. I'm trying to think of something. There's a blue tit. There's a hummingbird. Let's draw this little hummingbird. There we go. We'll draw a little hummingbird. Hummingbirds are cute, and I should be able to fit, the whole thing on the page. In theory, maybe bigger than the page because they're very small. The very tiny, very tiny. Used to live in a place where we've got lots of hummingbirds. Used to sit in the gazebo and we'd watch them come and go because they'd fly around trying to eat stuff out of the feeders because we have feeders all around the gazebo, which was quite cool seeing them fly back and forth. I didn't have a camera then though, so that's why I have no photos of them with that. And I wish I had it because that would have been cool, like a slow-mo camera, so you can see them fly, which is really cool. And he's sitting on a twig, so go like this, little claws. When I sketch really, really loosely. And you can tell with this. It doesn't matter though, I know what I'm looking at. Sort of, I can kind of tell this is it's supposed to be a little hummingbird. It kind of doesn't work, but it's sort of like a little hummingbird. There we go, there's a little hummingbird, maybe. Should I add some green to him? Let's add some green to him, because he needs a bit of green. So we'll add a bit of green, make some shiny green. This is the wrong color completely, but it works. Maybe use a darker color for inside. Let's see, I have another green. Let's try this green. This green works. So we'll go like this. Yeah, that's better green. This works for the green, for this bird at least. Because it kind of, if I had if this was more watercolor paper, I could use watercolor beads, and call them to bleed, but it does not. It's like I said, it's thin paper, you can't do much with it. It's alright for sketching. I don't need anything else for sketching. There's another hummingbird. There's a gull. There's a robin. Am I gonna be stuck drawing robins? Quite possibly. Oh, well, here we go. There's another little bird. Let's draw this little blue tit. They're cute. Get lots of tits. I kill lots of blue tits around here sometimes, and they're another angry bird. They're tiny but fierce, we'll say. You know, they're tiny and fierce little birds, and this is not working. Sometimes sketches just are like, nope, not gonna work. And that's okay, because it's a sketchbook. You're just there to practice. If you hear the dog whining or barking, it's because of her food. She's been barking at her food, and we don't exactly know why she sits there and barks at her food. I don't know if it's age, if it's something. I mean, she's always been protective around food, but now she's barking at it, and it's like, why are you barking at your food? Just eat it. Most dogs would have just, like, inhaled it. But no, she sits there and barks at it. I don't quite get it. This is not turning out to be the best sketch in the world, but that's okay. You know, it's a sketch. I really should have got that black out, but I didn't, so it's my own fault. Go like that. But yeah, so, and there we go. There is a sort of quick little blue tip. What else? We'll do one more, because I have, you know, there's a blue jay. What do we got? There's a parrot. There's a Canadian goose. You know, Canadian goose, which you can hear all the time. They're like everywhere. And it's kind of like, you know, they came here and never left. But this one, we're just going to rock pigeons. Pigeons are cool. They have a bad rap. They really do. I mean, it's partly because people feed them, and they shouldn't. But, you know, that's not the pigeon's fault. It's everybody else's fault for feeding the pigeon. You know, it honestly isn't the pigeon's fault. They're just doing a job that, you know, people would complain about if they weren't doing. And then they complain when they were doing them. So it's kind of like, make up your mind, people. Stop feeding them, or, you know, just stop complaining. Because they're only around because you're leaving junk around. Stop leaving junk around. And, you know, the pigeons would go away. Well, maybe it wouldn't be as many pigeons, even though they are all over the place. Is this a wood pigeon? It's a wood pigeon, which are different, which cannot fly. The ones on here can't fly, at least. It's like sometimes you think they're gonna crash into the wall. But I have heard of like a few thunks and seen a few pigeons kind of like, what the hell just happened? But they seem to be fine. They go away like perfectly fine. But yeah, no, there's wood pigeons cannot fly. They honestly can't. They're very, very clumsy, and I don't know why. If it's because of the size of them, or there just is a way to throw off predators. Who knows? Probably is. But this one is definitely a wood pigeon now that I'm looking at it. And little beak, very small little beak, and very tiny. Go this way. And a little nose, which you can't see there. Give him a little nose, little beak like that. There's a pigeon. And I'll leave it at that. So I've run very, very loose. A couple birds. Very, very loose. I'll probably fill this pages up later when I'm bored or whatever like that. But it's getting started. Once you get started, and that's the whole thing. My sketchbooks, just start. You should get lids on these, because these will dry out. I don't want them to dry out. I don't use them very often, but when I do, I like them. I don't know why I like this blue so much. Let's pick a different color. Let's go with this green. Even though this pigeon, well, it has green on it, but not, you know, everywhere. There's just some green. So this works for shadows, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, so there we go. That works for that. Yeah, that works. Give it a bit of shadow there. And we'll add some purple, because there's a bit of purple. I thought I had a purple. Did I take the purple out? Maybe I didn't. Let's see. Is there no purple? There's no purple. Where is my... Oh, here we go. 1 sec. Let's see. There's not the proper case for it. Aha, purple. Aha! It's like focus. I threw it off. Didn't know what to do there. Add a bit of purple. Add some purple like this. And there we go. There's a pigeon. There's a bit of blue there too, but I'll just leave it like that. Purple and green. Because that'll work. So yes. So I will continue to keep sketching because, like I said, I don't talk a lot when I'm sketching. So this will be a very boring, I don't know how long video if I didn't talk. Maybe it'd be better if I didn't talk. Who knows? Don't know. But and the next one will be probably something on this thing because I have an idea and it's almost done, just not quite done. So hopefully I get that done in the next day or two. But yeah, so thank you for joining me on sketching. Thank you for watching this very, very rambly video of me talking random crap about birds and other things, you know, including the dog. But yeah, so yes, thank you for watching. And remember to what are you supposed to say? Like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff that YouTubers are supposed to say. So goodbye. Thank you.